Atlas welcoming you to a sold-out Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic. Opening round scheduled for 10. Mosley's just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way. Every fight takes on its own unique personality, and this fight looks like it's going to be a matching of wits, a technical display.
Yeah, if it was a chess match, it wouldn't be a lot of knights jumping over to castles. It'd be a lot of pawns moving forward very steadily.
How about that left hand? Shane Mosley has faced power punchers before. We know he was recently up against Miguel Cotto. Now he faces this power puncher.
Well, Mosley, there's a couple of things that allow him to deal with a power puncher. Nobody really wants to fight a guy that has that big eraser. It's dangerous, but Mosley has a really good chin. And he has the speed. He's technically pretty good. Defensively, he knows what he's doing with. So if that's all you have is power, Mosley has more than that.
Look at the mess in the ring right now. Mosley's cut is just painting himself red.
Yeah, it's a good thing. At least we think that judges are not influenced by the way a fighter looks. Because if they were, no rounds are going in his favor.
Solid left hand to the head. Cotto's covered with his blood right now. That cut just opened up something fierce.
And you know, you wonder about the psychological damage or potential damage to that. You know, does that affect him where he gets a little down? Does that affect his opponent where maybe his opponent gets a little reckless?
Yeah, that's it.
And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. Solid right hands headline that exchange. Oh, and they decide to trade there.
Side, move your head.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Mosley's got a real problem on his hands now, Teddy. I think the cut is actually worsening around his eye. He has to do a better job of watching out for that. He has to protect that eye.
Yeah, what he has to do now is give his corner man, his cut man, a chance for his work to be accomplished. In other words, there's been coagulants, chemicals put into that eye. Now the fighter has to move a little bit, be elusive, and allow those chemicals, those medicines to work.
Teddy, do you think the sport needs a national or international governing body?
Yeah, it's the only major sport, at least it used to be a major sport, that doesn't have that. And there's no unilateral control. And when there's no unilateral control across the board, well, you have too many spots that are weak for the sport, spots that do not serve the sport.
Able to cover up that gut. Cotto's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. Still no defense out of him. Still no ability to stop this onslaught. He's taking serious damage.
And you got to worry about his future because the damage he's taking right now for tonight, okay, we understand that, but how is this going to impact him for the future? That's where you're starting to get into a danger zone right now.
Oh, keep your feet moving.
Mosley able to block that punch. Accurate shot, straight right hand comes in. Unable to score with the hook. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. And that's the end of round 2. Let me paint this picture for you. You got to figure out a strategy, and your fighter's down to one eye.
Well, I hope that he read some history books or he watched a movie named 300. You saw that movie, didn't you? Great movie about the Spartans where they were outnumbered and they had to get the terrain right to fight the fight. They had to get into the mountains where the greater forces, the great army, could not be the great army. They could not get in there and battle where they could take advantage of their superior forces. That's what he's got to do. He's got to move the fight into a portion of the ring where he will not be vulnerable on that side.
Mosley's now seeing his own blood, and it's coming from his mouth. A headshot blocked. A huge right hand from Miguel Cotto.
To the body. Back to the body.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect.
Come on.
Nicely timed 1-2. Miguel Cotto's doing a really nice job here. I mean, putting his punches together. This is what you're supposed to look like as an offensive fighter.
Yes, it is, especially when you have a guy in front of you putting the earmuffs on. You know, you cover up the way that his opponent is. You're supposed to put them together. One or two are going to be blocked. But when you put them together like that, they're going to get through.
And he's holding. Jab and a straight by Miguel Cotto. Up top with the right hand.
Side to side.
Off target with that hook. And here he goes again with the clinching. Sugar Shane Mosley with a big right.
Just keep your hands up.
And the old 1-2 by Miguel Cotto. Accurate uppercut after taking a shot of his own. Cotto's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance.
Beautiful. Nice movement there.
Well, let's look at Teddy's scorecard through 3 rounds. Cotto's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Cotto's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. He's got a real problem on his hands right now. That cut has worsened to the point where clearly the referee's giving it a look. He's thinking about stopping this fight. Is this the time now, Teddy, where the fighter has to understand that and try to end the fight on his own terms?
Well, it's a catch-22 right now, Joe, because he has to be more defensive-minded. He has to make sure that he doesn't catch any more leather in that area to worsen that cut. But he also has to find some offense to slow this guy down, to give him a reason to start stepping back instead of stepping forward.
Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counter-puncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Miguel Cotto with the hook. And he just holds on there. He comes back with the left hand again. Right to the head with that right. Very accurate two-punch combo by Miguel Cotto.
Keep your hands up. Don't worry now, right? I just need you to focus.
Round number 5 has arrived. Cotto's ready to go. He looks like he's in good shape for this round. Good job by Cotto on the outside, using that jab, staying out of range of danger. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Miguel Cotto. That's a huge left he just scored with. Sugar Shane Mosley. There it is. Down he goes. He went down. Mosley to the canvas and now beating the count. Let's see what he offers up at this point.
Well, with a fighter like Shane Mosley, you see the outside stuff so glaring. I mean, it just shoots out at you. The speed, all the physical ability. But now you find out, you get a peek at what's inside.
Good job on the two-punch combo by Miguel Cotto. Sugar Shane blocks that punch. Solid hook. Needs to improve that accuracy, missed with the headshot. Mosley's lack of defense, especially when it comes with just getting away from that right hand is really costing him a lot here.
Well, it's pretty simple. The old timers would say, move your head.
And it's over. This fight is over. Miguel Cotto's got himself a victory. And I like that stoppage there, folks. You know, he just wasn't throwing back, not defending himself, and the